Yo, DripFeed fam, we're diving headfirst into the hottest stories hitting the culture right now. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. First up, Joe Talbot of IDLES is dropping some serious truth bombs about community and the divisive flags some people are waving. Then, we're heading to Hollywood to see how Chromista, with a little help from Darren Aronofsky, is revolutionizing storytelling in the ad world. We've got Charlie Huston spilling the tea on bringing his gritty novel, Caught Stealing, to the big screen with Aronofsky. And finally, we're celebrating the legendary Robert Redford and his incredible impact on making helping others look seriously cool. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Smash that like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Our next album is all about togetherness and our philosophy of communion, Joe Talbot of IDLES declares, but his focus is sharp and immediate, the divisive nature of nationalistic symbols. Talbot, the frontman for the post-punk band IDLES, is sounding off on the resurgence of the Union Jack and St. George's Cross, arguing that these symbols are being used not to unite, but to divide. He believes these flags represent self-loathing and a fear of change, fueled by a government that alienates its people. Instead of fostering community, he contends, these displays are actively burning bridges within the nation, a stark contrast to the band's upcoming album theme of collective spirit. He draws a parallel to the 90s New York hardcore scene, which he sees as embodying a positive mental attitude with a violent edge, a philosophy that embraces empathy amidst life's struggles. This, he argues, is the true spirit of community, found in celebrating differences, not in clinging to divisive symbols. The band's music, he suggests, resonates with this edge, which is why they find a stronger audience in New York than in their native London. There's nothing more dangerous to a fascist government than people getting in a room and celebrating each other's differences, Talbot asserts, highlighting the power of unity and shared experience, particularly through universal languages like music, a concept championed by artists like Damon Albarn. He urges listeners to look beyond algorithmic divisions and fear-mongering, reminding them that love and connection are paramount, and that collective action can counter fear and division. Audience reaction has been strong, with many praising Talbot's candidness and his critique of divisive politics. Fans are connecting with his message of unity and his assertion that celebrating diversity is a powerful act against oppressive forces. Don't go anywhere, because what Chromista is doing in Hollywood might just change the game for commercials forever. Up next, we're diving into how Darren Aronofsky's new venture is turning 30-second spots into cinematic masterpieces. What if commercials weren't left to marketing executives, but to filmmakers themselves? This is the provocative question at the heart of Chromista, a Los Angeles-based production house co-founded by visionary director Darren Aronofsky. Chromista is challenging the traditional advertising model by entrusting the creative reins to acclaimed filmmakers, transforming the humble 30-second spot into a vehicle for genuine storytelling. Forget catchy slogans, think cinematic gravity. The studio boasts a roster that reads like a who's who of indie film darlings. Eliza McNitt, Chelsea Ojufu, Kasra Farahani, Andrew DeYoung, Elliot Lester, and Eddie Alcazar, all celebrated for their unique voices and award-winning work across VR, shorts, and avant-garde cinema. The studio's modus operandi is refreshingly simple yet revolutionary. Find the story that needs asterisk to be told for each brief, rather than fitting a brief to available talent or trending styles. This anti-formula approach has led to unexpected collaborations, like a director known for gritty 35 aesthetics crafting a Super Bowl spot, or a fashion brand's collection brought to life through kaleidoscopic animation. Chromista thrives on matching artistic DNA to creative briefs, even when it seems counterintuitive, pushing boundaries and creating work that is as thought-provoking as it is memorable. This model challenges the long-held industry assumption that commercial creativity is fundamentally separate from other filmmaking disciplines. By treating every brief as a storytelling opportunity, Chromista aims to produce work that not only sells products, but also genuinely moves culture forward. The industry is watching closely to see if this ambitious vision, born in the heart of Hollywood's storytelling capital, represents the future of advertising. Audience impact. Industry insiders and creatives are buzzing about Chromista's bold approach, with many praising its potential to elevate commercial filmmaking and attract top-tier talent. The unique pairing of artistic vision with commercial goals is seen as a significant innovation. But speaking of bringing stories to life, the journey of adapting a raw, gritty novel for the screen is a whole different ballgame. Next, we're sitting down with Charlie Huston to uncover the secrets behind making Caught Stealing a cinematic hit. I just wrote the story as it was on the page. There were things that I made more cinematic. There were characters I eliminated. There was storytelling that I simplified. Charlie Huston, the celebrated novelist and screenwriter, reflects on the intricate process of adapting his debut novel, Caught Stealing, for the screen. Huston's novel, a crime adventure set in the gritty streets of 90s New York City, centers on Hank Thompson, an alcoholic bartender entangled with criminals and dirty money. The initial collaboration with director Darren Aronofsky in 2008 didn't materialize, but the project found new life when Huston revisited and polished the script in 2022. The film, now helmed by Aronofsky, brings to life the story of Hank, his punk neighbor Russ, and the dangerous pursuit of a fortune hidden within a cat, all set against a backdrop of urban decay and escalating violence. Huston emphasizes his commitment to preserving the raw, unvarnished truth of his characters and their world. He fought to retain Hank's flaws, his alcoholism and aimlessness, resisting the studio pressure to make him a more traditionally active protagonist. Citing Hitchcock's Heroes, Huston argues that the power of the narrative lies in characters caught in circumstances beyond their control, creating suspense and audience identification. He also highlights the authenticity in Hank's reaction to a pivotal death, asserting that his character's response was true to his nature, not a lack of action, and that such a reaction might be questioned differently if the character were female. Looking back at the creation of Caught Stealing, Huston describes a period of intense self-discovery and discipline. Writing the novel provided a much-needed creative outlet and structure during a raw phase of his life, drawing heavily from his experiences working in bars and observing human nature. He acknowledges the irony that his experience as an alcoholic fueled his ability to write authentically about addiction and its devastating impact, finding a way to channel his life experiences into his art. Audience impact. Fans of Huston's novel and Aronofsky's directorial style are eagerly anticipating the film, praising the commitment to maintaining the source material's gritty realism and character depth. The discussion around Hank's character and authentic reactions has sparked significant online conversation. From the raw streets of New York to the quiet power of mentorship, Hollywood has seen its share of game changers. And next, we're honoring a legend whose greatest innovation was making compassion look undeniably cool. He made helping people seem cool. This powerful sentiment encapsulates the enduring legacy of Robert Redford, an actor and director whose influence extended far beyond the silver screen. While Redford was a bona fide movie star, known for his leading man charisma and box office dominance, his true innovation lay in his ability to seamlessly integrate advocacy with his celebrity. Long before figures like George Clooney or Angelina Jolie became synonymous with activism, Redford was quietly championing causes, leveraging his platform to support environmental protection through the NRDC and the Redford Center, advocating for Native American rights and raising awareness for organ transplants. Redford didn't just lend his name to causes, he embedded them into his public persona, making altruism aspirational. His involvement with the Sundance Institute, for instance, fostered a generation of filmmakers, demonstrating that supporting emerging talent and doing good could be intertwined. He mentored individuals not only in filmmaking, but also within his charitable endeavors, as noted by the NRDC's Daniel Heinerfeld, who recalled Redford's deep involvement in campaigns and his role in mentoring media makers. This subtle yet profound approach normalized the artist as activist, proving that one's public platform could be a powerful force for positive change. His impact is evident in how he reshaped the perception of activism in Hollywood. By consistently demonstrating that helping others was not a sign of weakness, but a source of strength and influence, Redford negated the idea of life as a zero-sum game. Even his film roles often subtly encouraged viewers to examine their own actions and consider the greater good. As Darren Aronofsky poignantly shared, Redford's mentorship was invaluable, teaching him the importance of presence and inspiring him to find connection even in dark narratives, solidifying his status as perhaps the greatest mentor in filmmaking. Audience impact. Redford's passing has sparked widespread tributes, with many highlighting his profound and often understated contributions to both the film industry and humanitarian causes. His legacy of mentorship and compassionate advocacy is being celebrated as a timeless lesson in a world often dominated by selfishness. And that's a wrap on today's Deep Dives, but we're not done yet. We've got a lightning round recap coming your way, so don't click away. All right, DripFeed fam, let's do this. Joe Talbot of IDLES is schooling us on community and divisive flags. Chromista and Darren Aronofsky are redefining Hollywood storytelling, one commercial at a time. Charlie Huston is giving us the inside scoop on adapting Caught Stealing with Aronofsky. And we're giving a massive shout-out to Robert Redford for making kindness look seriously cool. If you loved this episode, do us a solid. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our daily dose of culture. And hey, tell us in the comments below which story blew your mind the most. Follow us on all socials at DripFeed for even more exclusive content. We'll catch you on the next one.